Those South Senatorial District. I'm a commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, CFR. Mr. Senate President, this is a very significant budget. It's what we need now at a very time when we have converging complexities in our national life. The past administrations, not limited to one, converged so many complexities in the economic life of the citizens of Nigeria. But this budget, as titled, is a renewal of hope and the desire that life is back to Nigeria again. Most significantly, Mr. Senate President, is the fact that the recorded expenditure of 9.7 trillion is very close to the capital project of 8.6 trillion. Look at that closeness. Just a gap of less than 1 trillion, meaning that we are not presenting, the president didn't present a budget in which we will be spending and paying salary without attention to our roads and infrastructure. So as much as we are paying 9 trillion for salary, we are also using 8 trillion for capital projects. This is very, very significant, and I just want this Red Chamber to take very judicial notice of this very, very high level achievement of Mr. President. Because if we have been budgeting for roads and infrastructure, then we won't get where we are today. And one important thing, Mr. Senate President, is the fact that this significant point that I'm making about the closeness of recurrent expenditure and capital projects also shows that there will be employment and many other things that will happen. But I really want to draw your attention to the fact that we then need, in fact, Mr. Senate President, if we didn't put 8 billion on capital projects, we won't have a deficit budget. The way it stands, we'll just simply have a balanced budget. But nothing is constructed. Salaries are paid up to date. And that makes this budget very, very important. Lastly, I don't want to take much of your time. I want to emphasize on the fact that how do we fund this? The bitumen global market is $147 billion. Only 9 countries are participating. Mr. Senate President, Nigeria, by geophysics data of the World Bank, is the second largest depositor of bitumen in the world. You know, in those states alone, $47 billion bitumen is deposited there. So establishing the Bitumen Development Commission will help us to fund the budget accurately, not now, even between now and future. And Ondo State play a very significant milestone in this. So we cannot avoid, Mr. Senate President, not to play 1% of $147 billion market in the bitumen. And we need bitumen to do these roads. We need bitumen for the construction of these roads significantly.
You have 10 seconds, Senator Jimoh Ibrahim, CFR.
We can get money today, if we don't deceive ourselves, is bitumen. Because the process of extraction of bitumen in Nigeria is two steps, but globally is 7 steps. Having said this, Mr. Senate President, let me finally say, as usual, President Bola Tinubu has displayed a first-class thesis of the budget, and then, of course, the implementation will be seamless because we can see that he has told us he will borrow to fund the deficit. Dubai, with a population of 12 million people, Mr. Senate President, had borrowed $167 billion. Google it. Nigeria, what 250 million people have less than $77 billion. So we have big room, massive, for consumable infrastructure to deliver from the complexities that divulge of our great nation and create a nation in which yourself, Mr. President, my very distinguished colleagues who are in this chamber, and the general Nigeria will be very proud of. It's a fantastic time. It's a time to pop the champagne. We are very happy, and it's very nostalgic time for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Jimoh Ibrahim. I quite agree with you that we have